Great. And now Thomas at the Wayne Township High School is wondering if the Volt actually comes with everything that you need to recharge it.
It does. It comes with everything you would absolutely need. You'll bring it home and it's all there, and you don't need to get any extra parts or accessories to go with you. It will come with a charging cord. The only thing is, if you want to hook it up to a 240, you'll probably have to have that installed in your home. But normally, you wouldn't need any other additional paraphernalia. You just basically plug it into your 110 outlet at home. It's all in.
Do any houses have those outlets, the 240s?
Most houses do, but whether they have it in their garage is a question. So you might have to determine whether you have that accessible in your garage. But almost every house has some access to that.
What kind of, is that like where you plug in your refrigerator?
Refrigerator,
like okay.
freezer, a larger appliance.
Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Great. And while I'm wondering if there's, what was the engineering process that was used to produce the Volt?
Well, I don't know if I can speak directly to the engineering process used to produce the Volt. That's probably something that we can get our engineering expert to answer in particular. But I do know that there's a special battery technology, so we have lots of different experts who are in that arena. We have expertise from folks who are worked on the fuel cell program. And again, as I say, they're kissing cousins to electrification. And therefore, our engineers are more than equipped with the right people working on this vehicle.
Perfect. And are there any other electric cars on the road with this technology right now? And how do the brakes generate a charge for the car? And this is coming from Mark at the Kettering schools.
Yeah. There are a few niche vehicles out there with electric in their technology, but none of them intend to be more mass market like Chevrolet. And the regenerative braking, basically when you're braking, the energy travels back from the brakes back into the battery for storage. So it's a very exciting thing that we can basically use and reuse some of the power that we're using in the vehicle while we're driving normally every day.
Great. And our next question comes from Ernesto at the North Dade Middle School. He's also asking if the car is going to be safe. So maybe if you can get a little more detail on what the specific safety processes is for the testing.
Yes, that's a great question. I will tell you that's come up a couple times, and let me just clarify. The processes that we use to go through safety testing at Chevrolet will be exactly the same and with the same attention and rigor that we put on any of the other vehicles, we will put exactly on the Volt. It is incredibly important to Chevrolet that the vehicle goes through all of the safety testing, and we're very excited about what the Volt could bring, but definitely will not bring a Volt to market unless we feel it's absolutely safe for all of you and your families.
Great. We have time for two more questions now. Our second to last question is actually where will the Volt first be launched?
The Volt will first be launched probably right here where we are, and so we'll give you a lot more detail about that in a couple days. So that's exciting, and it makes sense here, actually. And then you had a second question?
If we put a number on specifically how many are going to be available, or we're not talking about that?
We have not put a number on how many are going to be available. We will see what the demand is, and we will try and fit to that demand as we move.
Okay, great. Our next question is from someone else at North Dade Middle School, from Leandra, and she's wondering, can anybody buy the Volt?
Absolutely. We do intend for the Volt to be a mass vehicle, and Chevrolet is representative of everyone. So we certainly feel like we're going to be capturing the attention of those who maybe have never looked at a Chevrolet before, but the Volt is extremely different, and it's something that we think people who have never looked at Chevrolet ought to take a look at us for the very first time. And then, of course, for all of our very loyal owners who have been out there, those owners should definitely take a look at Volt, because it's going to be coming with the same kind of guarantees and the rigor in the process of putting out a vehicle that we have with every other Chevrolet. And if, Nicole, if I could just mention, too, I really want to give mention to the fact that Volt also has OnStar inside the vehicle with our OnStar onboard telematics system. You're going to be doing any number of things to be able to check your vehicle diagnostics like you can now with your regular Chevrolet. And we also intend to give some features where you can set remote charging from OnStar. You can get a vehicle state of charge and basically maybe get some bragging facts. So we're working very closely with OnStar because they have such a fantastic way of constantly monitoring, gathering information for your vehicle.
And just kind of wrap things up, Maria, maybe why don't you talk a little bit about why Chevy is deciding to take this message about the Volt to schools?
Well, we felt that it was very important to take the message of electricity and the message of the Volt in particular to schools. That's why we're here at Harvard-Westlake. That's why we're talking to all of you out there, because we feel that electricity is the future, and the kids we're talking to in this age range are also the future leaders of America. And it will be these young leaders that we're talking to that will be engaging, driving, developing, and moving this industry right along to a gas-free future. So we are so excited to be able to bring it to all of the school kids today, and had so much fun doing it.
Well, thank you so much, Maria. I really appreciate you taking the time, and especially to answer everybody's questions. And sorry if we didn't have time to get to your question, but if you visit ChevroletVoltage.com, you can watch a complete replay of both this Q&A session and our webcast that we had earlier of Maria's presentation at Harvard-Westlake. So thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We didn't mention the jingle either.